are able to benefit. So I thank you all. I look forward to everything that you're going to be able to do with the Onyx franchise going forward. And now I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce another patient that's benefiting from an Onyx drug, Kyprolis. Donn Ernst is a former educator and coach. I just learned from him that he's also involved with Olympians, and I'm going to hear more about that in his history. But importantly, what he's doing as a member of our community here is dedicating himself to helping children with cancer. So if you would, please welcome Donn Ernst.
Thank you, everyone. It's a really great pleasure to be here. I'm honored to be with you today. I'm honored to be a part of the Onyx family. Even before I was diagnosed with myeloma, I shared your mission of helping people with cancer. Here's my story. I dedicated my life to young people. I was a teacher and coach back in New Jersey for 40 years. I coached wrestling at all levels, and I still do. In fact, a few years ago, I was invited to Russia to do clinics. It was one of the greatest adventures and achievements of my life. Back about 10 years ago, I was teaching in a middle school, and I noticed one of my students was missing a lot of class. Her name, Alejandra. I asked her brother. He tells me she's got cancer and can't come to school. I asked the principal, what are we doing to help Alejandra? And she said, well, Don, if you want to do something, go right ahead. So I did. I started a foundation, and it became known as Children Wrestling with Cancer Foundation. Those years of teaching taught me that kids just want to be active and be normal. But that's hard to do when you have cancer, and it really limits you on what you're able to do. They want to stop. They don't want to stop doing what they're doing. So CWWCF tries to help them to feel normal, and by feeling normal, we ended up donating money to hospitals, schools, and individuals to make it easier for these kids to keep doing what they want to do for as long as they can. Since 2002, we have raised $30,000. Unfortunately, Alejandra lost her battle, but I have not. When I was diagnosed in 2008 with myeloma, the first thing I thought of was, I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. I was actually afraid that this illness would stop me from helping kids. When I told my brother I had cancer, he said, I don't want to lose you. And I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not a quitter, and I have not. Even with all the pain I've never spent a day in bed, and I don't feel sorry for myself. I was raised by a single mother, and she raised my brother and I to be strong. Her attitude was, you got to face challenges in life, and you're going to have hardships, and that's okay. But you can't let that stop you from being a positive person. I've been on Kyprolis for 16 months. My doctor says I'm doing very good. It allows me to be productive to others and still plan for long term and do not live day to day. I never thought my life would go in this direction, but I'm blessed. I've had a great life. I've had great friends, world experiences, and success. There's nothing I can't do except go back to Russia, and my doctor won't let me. That bothers me. But today, I'm 3,000 miles closer thanks to Onyx. Best of all, I've been able to make some kids feel better through the foundation. You've helped me so much with your science, your research, taught with doctors, hard work, and unlimited sacrifices. Never give up. We're all connected. We are a community. We're all in this thing together, and we'll always will be. Thank you very, very much.